It do? It's Cloud TV, bro. Back at y'all with basically wanted to chat a little bit about a Chirac King that goes by the name of FBG Wooski. Uh, Before we get into that, y'all already know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, turn on all post notifications. Shout out notification gang, bro. If you want to be a member, just comment on this video, notification gang. We got a spot for you. Also, check out my community posts. We got a lot of tolls, polls, and games that's going on in the community, so you might want to scroll over, check that out. You know, but FBG Wooski, a lot of people always DMing me. You know, Wooski's brother was just recently shot in the face. I think his name was Jada Shada, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, correct me. But everybody know Wooski had took, a headshot a couple years ago at like this famous funeral. This guy named Dusky the Man. Wooski was shot at that funeral, him and a couple other people, and he was shot in the head. You know, he's recovering now. He's got better. I think he's about 70% to what he was. But we all seen, when Wooski was in the hospital, playing spades and everything with the guys. It was just very, very sad, and his brother just basically got shot in the face, a couple days ago. So it's basically like his brother is, reliving his past, man. It's just very sad, that these young men took, headshots and face shots. Them headshots and face shots, those is very dangerous. Those the actual, those the type of hits that'll really take you out of the game, Them guys is really survivors. A lot of people said that they got that 300 in their blood. These guys some dogs out there. But he got another brother that's named O-Block Big Mike. And this the guy who King Von allegedly said that snitched on him. I know it's kind of confusing. Why the hell is Big Mike hanging around with King Von and them if Wooski and them was G's? Well, them guys was kind of beefing with each other. I don't know if he messed with his brothers in that, his brothers in them like that, basically because of who they hung around. But I know that they had issues with their brother. But, the one that just got shot in the face, he was around Wooski a lot. So y'all pray for Wooski because, that's hard. That's hard when somebody you love, get put in a condition like that, Hopefully, I don't know if this guy is still in critical condition or not, but, man, God was walking with him. A lot of people need to, like I said, get out of Chicago. It's a lot of people who just play with their lives and, stay down there. There's too much stuff going on. You don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Even innocent people is getting hit. They said 24 people was just shot in Chicago, and they also said a baby was just killed. It's very, very sad, man. But a lot of people, like I said, ask me, do I think Wooski still king op of Chicago? Yes, I believe Wooski still is king op of Chicago. You gotta admit, when he made that computers diss, a lot of people was looking for this guy instantly. He dissed a lot of people in that song. He kind of started a trend because after he released computers, then you had the other songs like 51 Dead Ops, people dissing 51 people at once. It was just crazy, man. But yes, Wooski is still king op, in Chicago. Like I said, they was trying to murder him and his friends, and they just tried to murder his brother. So that goes to show, that goes to tell you, how bad people want this guy. Wooski been ducked off though. He been living his life doing good. I've been seeing him on status update every day, going nuts, acting the fool. He got a girl. Him and his girl be turning up, playing GTA and all type of stuff. But yeah, man, it's just crazy that both of him and his brother took face shots. They look identical. You never know. Them people could have thought that he looked at like, his brother. They could have thought that he was Wooski, basically. You never know. I mean, that's sad. That's sad people got to go through this. Like I said, Chicago very dangerous. A lot of people just be in it for the fashion. They be in it just wanting to hold a gun and, just be seen in videos and stuff. But really 50% of them people really not even with it. And who want to be with, killing each other? I'm pretty sure nobody don't really want to be with that. I ain't doing nothing unless somebody coming for me and my family. Other than that, I'm not, you know. But I think Wooski and his brother should get out of Chicago. Wooski should have been got out of Chicago. I think he's still down there, him and his girl, but You know, he should have been got out of Chicago after that funeral shooting, because this guy got millions of fans, and when he drop a video, he gets millions and millions of views on it. You know, everybody interested in Wooski. Everybody wanted to see him drop this next song. You know, when he got out of the hospital and he was, feeling better, these guys ain't want Wooski to, drop no positive songs or no stop the violence and nothing like that. The main thing I seen in them comments was people saying this the ops, this the ops. And, Wooski unfortunately dissed the ops. You know, he just dropped another diss song not too long ago. Uh, Honestly, man, I just would have got out of that. But everybody, different. Everybody think the same. I mean, don't think the same. You know, that boy probably ain't got nowhere else to go. You know, that's probably his home. You never know. But I'm just saying, if you doing millions of views and you got NBA YoungBoy shouting you out, him and NBA YoungBoy supposed to be performing in Chicago. You know, Wooski got one of the biggest opportunities that nobody in Chicago never had. You know, you got NBA YoungBoy even shouting this guy out in songs. Wooski is a superstar in the city, and I feel like he should get out of there. You know, he got a lot of sponsors. You know, he got a lot of people that's reaching out. I'm pretty sure that he got a lot of deal offerings too. I feel like he should just get out the city, man, and venture out. Because when you do a song with NBA YoungBoy and you got people like NBA YoungBoy shouting you out, and you got to think about it, NBA YoungBoy is a mega celebrity superstar. You got to think about it. When you got people like that shouting you out, you gonna be something, man. And I don't know what NBA YoungBoy got going on with Chicago. I don't know if he did it because he's kind of beefing with Lil Durk and them. I don't know if he did it because of that. But they say NBA YoungBoy really messed with Wooski though. Just think about it. If they do got a song that's coming out, because Wooski been hitting that they got some stuff dropping. If they got a song coming out, that's gonna change Wooski's life right there, because Wooski got millions of fans and NBA YoungBoy got millions of fans, and when they see him do this song, they gonna be like, damn, a lot of labels gonna reach out, a lot of labels gonna try to pull this guy, out of the city, basically. But yes, I do think that he is still King Op of Chicago, because like I said, it's a whole lot of people, that's still looking for Wooski. It's people that said that he's a gang leader over there. It's people that said that he was, the whole camp, FBG's shooter. I heard Wooski name in a lot of murders, a lot of multiple shootings. You had King Von, rest in peace. But when King Von was alive, he was even dissing Wooski. I wanted to know, why is he only dissing Wooski? I mean, I heard him throw shots at FBG Duck, but in most of King Von songs, he dissed Wooski. You know, when I thought about that and I processed that, that goes to show me that Wooski was putting in work. Wooski was a problem for O Block and King Von. I even seen Wooski and King Von arguing on the internet, saying who gonna live the longest. They both was arguing, betting each other that they was gonna live the longest. And then when King Von passed away, Wooski made a tweet like, "I told you I won. I won. I lived the longest, basically." And then he had the tweets up there from him and King Von. These guys hated each other for some reason. Or I think King Von hated Wooski because of his brother Big Mike snitching on him. King Von made a whole song about Big Mike snitching on him that I don't know why you told. He dropped a whole song about this guy snitching. But them two hated each other. Every diss song I heard Von make, he was dissing Wooski. Every song. Even after Wooski got shot in his head, when he made that Exposing Me, that was the first thing that started off the song. Wooski got shot up in this top and him, you know. Them guys hated each other. Like I said, Wooski is still King Op of Chicago. Like I said, when Von died, he reposted them tweets that they was arguing about who was gonna live the longest. A lot of people ain't know that. But like I said, that young man, him and his brother need to get out of Chicago, because I'm pretty sure, his brother thinking about that, in the hospital right now. Like I said, them face shots, miraculously these guys survived, because like I said, 98% of the people that I hear get face shots, they do not live. Like, that's a blessing. That's God telling you to turn around and, do stuff different, get out the city, move different. Because in Chicago, these guys got a lot of ops. Like I said, the whole FBG, O Block, all of them got ops, bro. A lot of it, tons of ops. So I just feel like they just need to get out the city, move around, do stuff differently. Because the more you stay in the city, the more you plan with your life. And like I said, you can't get it back. You can't wish yourself back to life or nothing like that. It's a lot of people on the internet that hype it up. A lot of people on the internet want to see these guys dissing each other and stuff like that. Cloud TV, we do not want to see these guys dissing each other. Actually, we think it'd be kind of dope if FBG Young and, you know, O Block Big Wani did a song, or, anybody from, basically just come together. That'd be dope if these guys can actually come together and do a song. But then there's a lot of people on the internet that want to keep the violence going. Like, nah, he from that side. Don't do a song with him. He was doing this and doing that. It's a time where to forgive and it's a time where to forget. Now, I ain't saying everybody be, best friends or nothing like that, because you can't lie. These guys done smoked each other homies. So I know that, they not gonna, be friends basically, but I'm just saying it'll be a miracle if one day, somebody from that side and somebody from that side, did a song, and it blew up real quick. I think Chicago is like a follow the leader city. And I believe if both sides, if a person from each side did a song with each other, I believe the whole city would start doing songs with their ops, bro. Honestly. Because just like FBG Duck said, Lil Durk a op, but he still listen to his music. P. Rico said Lil Durk a op, but he still listen to his music. A lot of people riding around bumping they ops music. Just like O Block. It's people on O Block that still bumping NBA Youngboy's music after he dissed King Von, after the Quando Rondo incident. It's still people that's bumping they ops music. That's what I'm saying. It'll be a miracle if these guys could do a song together. And we not saying be buddy and text each other all day. We just saying you send the song through the email, he send the song through the email, drop it, change the world, change the city, do something different. Change the world, because when people see you doing positive stuff, they gonna want to do positive stuff. If people see you doing negative stuff, they gonna want to do negative stuff. Like I said, I don't know, man. Somebody gonna have to break that barrier. Somebody needs to break that barrier and do something spontaneous for Chicago like that. Because if one man can bring the city together, Chicago will really be popping, bro. Just think about it. You know, Rest in peace to King Von and FBG Duck, though. Like I said, both of them guys was big influences of Chicago. And FBG Wooski is still a big influence that's living right now. That's why I said that he needs to get out the city. Yes, this guy's still king of the ops in Chicago. Like Planet of the Apes, he's Planet of the Ops. Chicago is Planet of the Ops. And you got to really watch how you move out there. FBG Wooski, he has more ops than anybody in the city right now. Reason why I say that, and like I said, we not saying that we 100% sure it is. We just giving you a statistic breakdown. Everybody from either a side always says Wooski names and this is him. That's why we said that he's like the hottest op in Chicago. He even go by the name of King Op. He actually like when people calls him that. But our hands is tied. Hopefully Wooski can be careful out there. Like I said, hopefully his brother can get well. Question of the day. Do you think Wooski is still king of the ops in Chicago? The planet of the ops. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell. We appreciate all y'all. Check out my community posts. Just scroll over. Check out the polls. We got a lot of stuff, games, a lot of stuff that's cracking off. Let me know how y'all feel about FBG Wooski. And like I said, the king of the ops. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good out there. I got to get to the gig. I got to get to work. So y'all already know what it is, bro. It's Cloud TV. And we out of this thing. Gang.